So this math lesson is page 175, and we're talking about developing number patterns, okay? So let's do this. Orlando swims laps in a pool every day. This week, he swims 4 more laps each day than the day before. He swims 20 laps on Monday. Find how many laps Orlando swims each weekday this week. So we need to find our question. Find how many laps Orlando swims each weekday this week. Okay, so it's important that we notice that this says weekday. So we are not including the weekend. Okay. This week, he swims 4 more laps each day than the day before, and he starts with 20 laps on Monday. So for me, I am very visual, and I think a lot of you are too. So we're going to draw out the days of the week. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. We can just go Monday and just draw a nice little table. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Would I include Saturday and Sunday? No, I would not, because it asked me about weekdays, not weekends. Okay. Now on Monday, he started with 20 laps. And now, how would I find Tuesday? I'm going to add 4. Okay, so 20 plus 4 is 24. How would I find Wednesday? I'm going to add 4. How would I find Thursday? I'm going to add 4. And how would I find Friday? I'm going to add 4. Okay. And this is all that the question was asking me. It says find how many laps Orlando swims each weekday. We don't have to add them together or anything. And then since we already did our cool table, this is our answer. So how many laps did Orlando swim each day? Well, Monday we had 20, 24, 28, 32, and 36. And if you need to look back at your chart, you totally can. I just remembered that because we were just adding 4 each time, and I know how to skip count by 4s from 20. What is the rule you follow to get from one number to the next pattern? The rule here was start at 20, add 4 each day. What does the pattern show you about what happens when you start with an even number and add an even number? We started with 20 and added only even numbers, and we still get 04826. We only get even numbers. So if we start a pattern with an even number and add only even numbers, the pattern will only have even numbers. Describe another pattern you see in this first set of numbers. Another pattern. The other pattern that we see is actually the one that we already talked about up here when I said, well, I know my multiples of 4. So describe another pattern. So all the numbers after 20 are going to be multiples of 4. So all numbers are multiples of 4. Explain how you found it. Well, we just saw it when we were adding because we know multiples of 4. So I looked at the numbers and saw I could skip count by fours to find the next number. And if you need to, pause it and read my writing and write it down. Look back at your try-its. Which models or strategies do you like best? You don't have to answer this. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So now let's try it, okay? So number 7, the first time Lori plays a new game, she scores 100 points. Each of the next 3 times she plays the game, she doubles her previous score. What are Lori's scores for the first 4 times she plays the game? So, first 4 times she plays the game, okay? And she scores the first time 100 points. The next 3 times she doubles her previous score. So we're going to say first, second, third, fourth. So the first time she plays, she gets 100 points. And then she's going to double it. Do you know what that means to double it? It means to times 2. If I double 5, I get 10. If I double 30, I get 60. It means times 2. So we're going to go like this and go times 2. What is 100 times 2? 200. What's 200 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 zeros, times 2. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 zeros. So these are our answers for our first score, or the first 4 scores. Is there a pattern in Lori's score? So the pattern is that you multiplied the hundreds place by 2 and then kept the zeros. So what is another pattern? So another pattern is that each score is a multiple of 100. So each score is a multiple of 100. Okay. So if I count by hundreds, I can get to these numbers: 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Okay, I can skip count to get there. So number 9 says, start with the number 16. Use the rule divided by 2. Write the next 3 numbers in the pattern. So we're going to start with 16 and divide by 2. 16 divided by 2. Well, we can skip count by 2s to find that answer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 8. 8. And now I'm going to do 8 divided by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 4. I'm going to do 4 divided by 2. 2, 4. And we only had to write the next 3. So this is what we started with. 1, 2, 3. So these are our answers. Okay. So now you're going to go on to do 179 and 180 on your own, and then fill out the Google form that goes with it, please.